reset, and it's time for the Christmas 2025 home tour. Hi, I'm Sharon, and I'm going to do my Sunday home reset, and this week it is going to be a Christmas home tour. I'm going to show you all the decorations in our home for this winter, or for this Christmas. And I have my t-shirt on that I made with cricket at my niece's house, and it's just got a bunch of Christmas trees all sparkly on it. Okay, on the front gate I put all my greens that I brought home from Cranbrook, and I think they turned out very pretty with the big star and a couple of pine cones. So this is what you see when you walk up our front gate. And Dave has put lights all along the fence. Okay, now we'll walk and see what's on the door. And we've got lights along the fence outside. Okay, we've got lights along the fence here. And as you walk up to the front door, there is a snowman mat there, but it's covered in snow. Ho, ho, ho. And my welcome sign that I got at the thrift store. And I think that turned out rather pretty. So, when you open the door and you walk in, this is the little shelf. This is the shelf that you see when you come in the door, and I've just put a few goodies. There's our Goldie and the 2 silver deer, and that's a tree topper, and I just put some lights in there. And here I have a snowman that I found, and that reminds me of my buddy. And there's a violin back there representing my dad. That's that little cubby. And then there's this cubby, and there's another tree that David made. And it spins. Goes round and round and round. And there's my salt and pepper shakers that are a couple of penguins. And there's a deer ornament that Dave made, and you can put a light behind that. And this is another tree that he did on the 3D printer. And I believe this is our Jody's lily dog. And I just put a little strand of fairy lights around it, and I put a couple of picks in the basket and hung some bells on the side. And the picks I bought new this year. And I just hung some bells there for fun. So that's my shelf. See if I back up. That's my shelf coming in the... Okay, I hung that Christmas wreath on the door inside. All right, we're going to go into the kitchen. And I'll show you my Christmas decor in here. On the table, I've left it very simple. I just have some blue and white. And this is more gray and blue. And of course, this cute little creature. That's a moose, and he's got... That's a moose. He's got sparkles on his antlers. And of course, a little Christmas collar. And that's what I put on my table for this year. And as you can see, we have some snow. So my snowflakes look pretty pretty on the door. I think they were just from Dollar Tree. But to my daughter, well, it still does. Anyhow, I put an owl and a little squirrel. Stand my squirrel up a little better. Come here, you. Come here. And this little squirrel is knitting. And there's a silver Christmas tree in behind. And I got these cute little elves at the thrift store. So I decided I'm just going to put them all around my house because I think they're fun. And guess what? It's really dirty up there. I guess I better get up there and give it a clean. Okay, let's continue on with my kitchen Christmas decor for 2025. Hey, no dishes in Sharon's sink. Yay, Sharon. There's the little sink buddy holder my husband made me with the 3D. And this turn outside lights on. I think it's a cute little house, and this is for my light above the sink. So we'll just tuck those away in there. And this is what I put in my old-fashioned sifter this year. That's a mushroom that Dave made me on the 3D printer. I think it's adorable. And then this little fella right here. Not sure what this little fella is, but he's got reindeer ears with bells and a little red coat. I think he's pretty darn cute. In my wicker basket, we have some greenery and a little bird. And I think I love these little animals. I bought them this is my 3rd year using them. The 1st year I had them on my tree. Okay, I made these little blue and white checkered curtains. I thought they would go nice with my blue and white decor on top of my cupboard, and they do. So they will be good right through till, I don't know, might change in summer, who knows. Okay, and I put some houses that are just clings for the window. Okay, so now we're going to look at above the cupboard. So I'm going to show you a long view shot. Okay, this is looking from the floor up. And we have all kinds of cute things on top of the cupboard. This is one of my favorite Christmas decor areas in my house this year. I collected all last year, the blue and white, and got stuff from my daughter. And I used some of my little animals. So there's a sweet little chipmunk singing, and my big Christmas bell, and a Christmas ball. And there's a blue and white letter. There's another creature sticking out of a pot, and I put a silver Christmas tree in there. Those actually light up, but I haven't lit them up. And there's another Christmas ball. It's blue and white, but it was pretty. And more blue and white decor. And there's a little mouse with a Christmas package in that pot. And there's another silver Christmas tree. I thought adding the trees just made it look a little more Christmassy. And here's a really cute bird. Don't know if I can get... Okay, there's a really cute bird and another blue and white Christmas ball. And over here we have this little chipmunk sitting on a spool of wool and a snowflake plate and another Christmas ball and another bell. And I bought those bells in a store in Cranbrook 2 years ago, and I absolutely love them. Got them at the end of the season on sale. Don't remember what I paid. And there's another little chipmunk, And that guy is carrying a parcel. So this is one of my favorite. This is one of my favorite vignettes this year that I did for Christmas. And I'll just take the Christmas decor out and I will put in spring decor when it's time. So that was lots and lots of fun to do. Thanks to everybody who helped. And on my stove, I didn't hang up a picture or anything, but I found these sweet little salt and pepper shakers. Thrifting, of course. And down here I have a little bud vase and a little teacup and saucer. The bud vase was my daughter's and the teacup and saucer I thrifted, of course. I have my blue and white canisters and my little butter dish. And there's my Christmas coffee mug and my penguin all set out. Oops. All set out for Christmas. One more little quick look at the top of the cupboards. I just think it's so pretty. I'm very pleased. And again, thanks to everybody who helped me get these things up there. And also in my kitchen I have my calendar holder. And this is for December, of course, because it is the month of December. And it has a beautiful picture of one of the lakes in Alberta. So, isn't that beautiful? So we'll do another little turnabout. There's what's on the table, my water glass and my other camera. My beautiful snowflakes. And the snow outside on the banister, which has lights on it, and it's very pretty at night. And I'll show you a picture here of what they look like with the lights on. And I'd like to thank you right now for watching my video. Thank you. And I hope you're enjoying it so far. And if you're new here, I'd love it if you subscribed and joined our YouTube family. And if you like this content, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. There's on top of the fridge with my little elves. I thought those little elves were just priceless. Maybe I did get a close-up. There they are. Oh, they're pretty cute. Somebody made them. I didn't. Somebody made them. I thought they were very cute. And over to my kitchen sink area. And we've got those two arrangements there. Okay, now we're going into the bathroom. And I just left those little wreaths up there, as usual. And I hung a wreath here with a green wreath inside. Just left it pretty plain. And over here I did polar bears. I'm very happy with my polar bears. Dave made those 3 polar bears, and he made the red hat on top of the big polar bear. He made those on his 3D printer. That's a little tree that I thrifted a long time ago. And the snowflakes that go around, those are also made on the 3D printer. And we come down and I have a cute polar bear towel. that I picked up at HomeSense. And there's a little tree with rags on it that I've had for years. And I can't remember if I thrifted it or if I got it from Jody. Anyhow, I really like that with this polar bear. And I think this polar bear is so cute. The polar bear is holding 2 little cups. Isn't she sweet? So this is the main area I decorated in my bathroom. And I like to decorate this for every season. Entering the bedroom. And the bedroom is done in blue and white. So we have a nice blue blanket on the bed. And we have our nice cushions. And that's a nice cushion. I got that cushion at the thrift store, 2 or 3 years, pretty sure 3 years ago. So I put it on the bed. I thought it matched the decor in here well this year. And I have my beautiful wreath that I made. And I just kept it with the greenery and the bow. And I think it looks very pretty. There's a close-up of the bow. I love the dark blue color. And with the white frosted greenery. So that's our bed. And I think it looks really pretty and cozy. Okay, now we're going to go and look at the dresser and see what I've done over here. Okay, I put this really cute runner down here. It's blue and white. It has snowmen. I thought it was very pretty, and I put a white cloth underneath it, which is another runner. And I just added a couple more of the little elves. And I put 2 very sweet blue jays in there with some greenery and some white sticks. And I put a fuzzy dark blue blanket on there just for the winter. I think that looks really nice. And now we'll back up a little bit. And on this wall, I hung up my birch tree painting for the winter. I think it looks really pretty on the mauve wall, and I was surprised. So anyhow, that's my winter and Christmas decor for our bedroom this year. I'll do a little shot from this way and just kind of go around the room. As we go out of the bedroom. Cozy and warm and very pretty. The bedroom. Then we're coming into the living room, and that's the railing on this side. And we put this big table up so that Dave would have a place to do his puzzles. And it's a little crowded, but that's okay. It just makes it more cozy. And you walk in and you see our beautiful Christmas tree, which in my last video I gave you a good close-up. And we'll go close up and we'll have a look at some of the... There's a snowflake. There's a snowflake that David made on his 3D machine, or on his 3D printer. It's a 3D snowflake. Isn't that pretty? And I put some of my white balls inside. And these are the icicles that David made. I thought they're quite nice. And I have just a few different clear white or white decorations on the tree. There's another snowflake. And yes, The snowflakes are made on the 3D printer. We have big ones and we have small ones. And we have 3D ones. Oops, this one's tipping over. There we go. Oop, got my finger in the way. And I think our tree turned out very lovely. Here's another decoration he made. It's a ball with 2 Christmas trees and a little deer. And he printed all 3 of those colors. The trees are green with white snow. And the deer is brown. And the hook up top is yellow. I think I would have preferred that white, but that's okay. There's that 3D snowflake. Anyhow, I think our tree looks very lovely. And it has a very pretty angel on top. So let's get a little closer to the angel. There she is. And doesn't she look pretty up there? Okay. On our TV stand, I have done 3 different vignettes, and this one has lots of little trees. The big one in the back I bought at the dollar store one year, and those 2 beasts on either side, bigger ones, they're ones that Dave made on the 3D printer. And the 2 green and the white, there you go, are actually candles. And David made those candle holders on the 3D printer, and they're very cute. They have a Christmas tree, and they have stars. Okay, focus, there we go. And I thrifted those candle holders, the little silver ones, and they are silver. And these are 2 more trees that Dave made on the 3D printer, and I just put them in some little, I think they're just sparkly berry rings that I think could be used as napkin rings, but I'm just putting my trees in them. And I thought that looked pretty. And I have a couple of risers. I have 3 books and a wooden riser that I put it all on. Over here, this is a lantern that David made. And inside that is a candle, so it lights up. And I thought it would look cute beside the house. And this is, so there's 2 of those, one on either side. And this is my wooden house that I bought 2 years ago, I believe, or maybe last year, from Marshall's. And I just added Christmas decorations. So on that house, I added a string of lights and some little trees. I never noticed this down here before. Huh, isn't that cute? Anyhow, and then this one, there's a big clock, and there's a couple more trees, and then there's a big tall tower, and it has a wreath on the tower, and a couple of trees, and over here we have a wreath and some trees, and some Christmas lights. The Christmas lights were actually a necklace that I thrifted. The other stuff I just bought at the dollar store. And so I thought this was a cute little vignette. Now this vignette, I just got to move my house back a little bit. Okay, I've got the 3 candles. Which one is crooked? Straighten up there, guy. Okay. We've got the 3 candles and their battery. So we'll put them on at night. And I've got greenery down in here. And there's a little reindeer pick, a Santa pick, and another reindeer pick in that little piece. And then there's silver balls around it and the little white house. And the white house lights up, the candles light up, and the silver balls could light up too, but I don't have the right batteries for those. We'll see. There it is in the evening with the candles glowing and the lights on. Doesn't that look pretty? And we'll slowly back up. Oops. And there's our tree. Oh, and now we're over here. And we have some candles lit there. Very pretty. The house is all lit up. And we did get the balls to glow. So we got it all lit for the evening. Now, isn't that a pretty picture? Anyhow, on this chair, I put my sound dust. Up here, we have cookies cushion that I put there every year, and I put that Christmas blanket this year. David's Charlie Brown tree is right there so he can see it and enjoy it. I think they look very sweet there. There's one. Start at the top. There's 1, 2, 3. So there's my elves on a shelf. And on my window this year, I put my village and some big snowflakes. And the big snowflakes were thrifted, and there's a video on them. And the village I bought quite a few years ago at Marshall's. No, not Marshall's. Yeah, no, at Michael's. I bought these at Michael's. I bought this at Michael's. And I've used it every year since I bought it. Okay, we'll turn this way. And we'll have a look at the couch. Okay, my couch this year I put a very white and very nice fluffy blanket on the back of my couch. My 2 red cushions. And the green tree cushion down below. In the middle, I mean. And I think that looks rather pretty. Right there. So, this is my Christmas decor for our living room for 2025. Oh, I forgot to show you the coffee table. Okay, on my coffee table, which I love, is I put my vintage ornaments all in a dough bowl. And I get to see them as I sit and watch TV. And I love my vintage. This is the best place I've put them yet, so that I can enjoy them. And underneath, I have a bowl, another dough bowl with pine cones. Good picture, there it is. And at the end of the table, we have some books in there, and I just put some ribbon around it, just like what's on the tree. Okay, so that's our Christmas decor for 2025. We'll just kind of slowly turn around. There's our beautiful tree. And as we walk out, you can see the banister, which I always put greenery and stuff on. And then I have my lantern and it lights up. And just my birch logs that I bought a few years ago. So now as we go around the corner here, you can have a look at the, oh yes, and on the garland I put a few elves. I just love these little guys. I think they're so cute. They make me happy. So we put them there. Well, that's our Christmas home tour for 2025. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I enjoyed getting all my decorations up. Okay, I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you after the New Year. Bye!